When I first read Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson, I thought it was just a simple little story. 4 characters, a maze, and cheese. But the cheese wasn't really cheese. It stood for the things we depend on: our success, our stability, and yes, in our world, it could very well stand for safe water and sanitation for all. Every day, these 4 characters went to the same spot to enjoy their cheese. They assumed it would always be there, but one morning, the cheese was gone. 2 of the 4 characters froze, blaming, waiting, hoping things would go back to the way they were. The other 2, Sniff and Scurry, started moving. They went searching for new cheese because they understood something profound. The maze itself had changed. And I can't help but think that's our story as well. The context we operate in isn't what it was a few years ago. It isn't what it was even a few months ago. And for those of us working in the Sanitation and Water for All partnership, it certainly isn't what it was just a few weeks ago. Because in the sanitation and water sector, our cheese has indeed moved. The maze around us is shifting. Climate change is redrawing the map for water security and resilience. Sanitation systems budgets are tightening. Priorities are shifting. Communities on the other end are asking not just for services that are available and affordable, they are looking for resilient and durable services. And for many people, they are looking for services that can stand the test of time. And now, across much of our sector, aid cuts are changing the landscape again. Projects are slowing down, partnerships are being redefined, governments are making difficult choices about what to protect and what to pause, sometimes having to pick winners and losers among options to avoid wholesale catastrophes. The question isn't who moved the cheese. The question is, how will we respond? To explore this important question, we asked our partners, our government partners, a simple but vital question. How have aid cuts affected your work in water and sanitation as well as hygiene? 17 of them responded. What they told us was sobering and inspiring at the same time. Some governments said their aid programs had stalled or even stopped completely, from sanitation campaigns to rural water systems. Others told us the people hit the hardest were those already living on the edge: rural families, women, children, and communities recovering from conflict. Many said they were trying to adapt, coordinating better, reprioritizing budgets, finding new funding streams. Some have found ways to keep moving, others are still searching for their next stop. And through it all, there's still this unmistakable thread, which we saw just at the ended sector ministers meeting hosted by the government of Spain and co-convened with UNICEF. A bold determination, a conviction that as old pathways close, new and integrated ones must open. That's what resilience looks like. That's what leadership looks like. In Who Moved My Cheese, the ones who found new cheese didn't wait for perfect information. They took small steps. They tested new routes. They learned and kept moving. That's the kind of leadership our sector needs. The kind that anticipates, adapts, and acts. We are not operating blindly. The UN Water Glass analysis tells us where we stand. Data from more than 100 countries and 21 external support agencies shows that most countries have policies for water and sanitation, but less than 15% have financing to fully implement them. And globally, more than 2.2 billion people lack access to safe water services. Investments must also rise 6-fold to reach the SDGs by 2030. These are harder choices, but the way forward must be clearer. We know the systems that must be changed in order for us to deal with the challenges that we have today. We're seeing this leadership which is needed through the heads of state initiatives. Presidents and prime ministers are stepping forward to make WASH a national priority. In Ghana, South Sudan, and Nigeria, leaders have launched major commitments to accelerate access. In Nepal, Indonesia, and the Dominican Republic, similar high-level pledges are there to drive momentum. Our core partners, the Netherlands, UK, UNICEF, IRC, WaterAid, and others, on the Heads of State Initiative are standing beside them to ensure that these commitments are made. But leadership at the top only endures when it is matched by leadership at every level, in ministries, in communities, in research labs, and in lecture rooms. This leadership is crucial and is important. And as we talk about leadership, I can't help but remember Katarina de Albuquerque. She showed us what it means to walk through uncharted corridors, guided by the conviction that water and sanitation are not privileges, but human rights, which cannot be suspended no matter the circumstances. Her legacy is a compass that still points us forward toward justice, dignity, and inclusion. And this is where many of you, the research and policy community, come in. You help decision makers see the maze more clearly. Your work gives governments the evidence to move with confidence, to reform policies, test new models, and scale what works. Your insights are needed on what keeps systems running even when resources shrink. Your creativity is needed to unlock domestic and blended finance. Your courage is needed to ask hard questions and to translate knowledge into action. Because change isn't something to fear, it's something to understand, to navigate, and to lead through. So, as we gather here at the UNC Water Health Conference, let's be the ones who move with courage, with evidence, and with purpose. Because the cheese may have moved, but our mission hasn't. Thank you very much.